Hi, everybody. This is David D'Arcangelo, Global Marketing Director, CTFO. I have superstar, industry super producer, Michael Swilling. Michael, welcome to the program.
Hey, David, how you doing tonight?
Hey, how I'm doing is fantastic. The
All
people,
right.
this is a real treat. Michael, you're not only an industry star in this business, but wherever you go to the top, and this top leads success leaves a trail. You and I use that word and we've heard it.
Yeah.
Right now with you is you recruited over 120 people on SmartShip. I looked the other day. Was that a conscious or unconscious effort?
It was an absolutely conscious effort for a few reasons. First of all, and foremost, I absolutely believe in the product. I experience the product, so I take the product, and when you have results and you believe in something, you want to share it with everyone. So that to me is probably the most important thing, you know.
Everybody wants to know, like, what does he say?
Yeah.
I turn it over to you.
So good question. So this might not work for everyone, but this
Yeah.
is new. But what I'm doing is I ask the person, hey, have you ever heard of glutathione before? You're always asking questions.
Right. Yep.
You're not selling, you're asking and then you're listening, right?
Yep.
And there's no right or wrong answer, right? So have you heard of glutathione before? The answer is yes. Great.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Well, tell me about it. What do you know
Yeah.
about it? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
then you're seeking to first understand.
Yeah.
Then the answer is no. Okay, now you know where you're going. You're not just going,
Yeah.
oh my God, David, this stuff's amazing. You got to get it. It's going to change your life.
Yeah.
I like to use keywords because
Right.
I'm not a nutritionist or doctor. I like to use things like up to 99%, pharmaceutical medical grade, in as
Right.
little as 15
Yeah.
seconds, comes from Germany. I
Yeah.
like to use key phrases because people only remember the minor stuff.
Right.
I occasionally use the word, nano size, so on and so forth. But I want to talk to what it means to them. The key thing is before I talk about the benefits, I want to ask the question to them, what's important to them? I don't want to start telling someone, hey, this is going to make them
Yeah.
sleep better if they're already sleeping great.
Right.
I don't want to tell someone how much this could potentially help them look years younger, right?
Yeah.
If they don't care what they
Yeah.
look like.
Where do you find the transition from a product user to a business partner, business
Sure,
associate? How
sure.
do you get there?
That's a really great question.
Yeah.
Let me first say though, David, that, and I appreciate all the accolades.
Yeah.
Coming from a mentor like you, it means the world to me. But I want to be very transparent. I've only got to where I am from having tens of thousands of failures.
Right.
Okay, that's tens of thousands of people saying no. I've just been tough skinned, resilient, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And posture is important. You get to a point. I know there's a lot of people watching saying, "Yeah, it's so hard," and rejection, and someone says, "No, I know. I feel it today. I could have a great day. It's a roller coaster. There's, everything's going great, and then someone laughs at me and you know, says ridicules or so on and so forth." So I understand that, but it's the consistency of realizing that the good outweighs the days that you get a no or you don't get the sale or things that are bad out there. So I've learned to really condition myself over a period of time, just every day, just do it, regardless of how I felt. Just get up every day and talk to new people every day, no matter what happens. And at the end of the time, I knew eventually people would come in, and that's why I have the numbers that I do and the duplication that's out there. So for me, knowing that every person out there has an empty bottle 60-day guarantee, which means it's not like, hey, they're going to rip them off with, hey, we're going to you've used half the bottle, so we're not going to take it back, or there's a restocking fee if you haven't used it, or hey, we're not going to refund because the company had a hard cost to ship it to you, which is so expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
Through shipping. We're going to make you eat the shipping. No, whatever is charged on your credit card, you're not happy, they're going to give you your money back. That becomes a huge belief that I feel comfortable 100% comfortable with that guarantee to have the confidence to say, you've got nothing to lose. What if you're feeling better? What if you have more energy? What if you're in a better, your mental focus is better? What if you start noticing, the wrinkles
Yeah.
or the lines or all that stuff's happened? And I feel very comfortable to say, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean?
One of the top qualities of your
Yeah.
success, one of the reasons why you're successful has to be asking questions, correct?
Absolutely. As
Yeah.
important as asking questions, you also want to listen to what they say. And let
Yeah.
me give you an example about asking questions. So I want to go back to the question you asked before. When do you know to lead with the product or
Right.
lead with the business opportunity? And here's the greatest question of all. Ask your prospect.
Right.
What's more important to you? What do you value? I mean, you know, it I used to make the mistake that I made the assumption of things. I always made the assumption, oh, this person's interested in making money. And all I would do was talk about the opportunity. And it was a turn off.
Right.
Or I would think that the person really was just interested in the product and the product only. And I spent the entire time talking about product when the product wasn't their main focus. They were in a situation in their life where they needed to make some change. They were in a situation that they saw the opportunity and really wanted to know about the business. So it's a simple question, Mr. or Mrs. Prospect, what's more important to you? I know both are valuable, but what's more important to you? Make sure you're communicating with your prospect of what's important to them, David.
What's the question that you ask to get the order?
Wow. Well, I love
And
it. I love it. And so I never ask a yes, no question.
yeah,
I never say something like, and I know, it's the truth. I never will say something like, well, would you, first of all, not asking anything is the first mistake. Never,
right,
never
right,
leave a conversation without asking because you're doing yourself a disservice, but most importantly, you're doing the person you're talking to, you're disrespecting their time, and you're doing them a
right,
disservice. Okay, you're not being fair to them. And if you truly believe in the product, you'd want everybody on it. It'd be like, my God, this would be, how could someone, if you're saving someone's life, you're helping someone feel longer, having a better lifespan, how do you not ask them? So I usually don't say, hey, do you want to order yes or no? Or I don't leave it
right.
up in the air where there's an awkward. I just say, do you see yourself with starting with one bottle or two?
Yeah, beautiful.
Right? Or I ask a question, a favorite thing is, I like to say, do you see, one bottle is only $79 with a money back guarantee, or 71 approximately, or
Yeah,
if you smart ship it's 70.
yeah,
So I just simply ask that question. I don't ask, do you want it or not? Or,
yeah.
do you have your credit card? What I certainly don't do is send them a link to order.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
the moment you've done that,
yeah.
the probability of them order is it's just unlikely. You know what I mean? Because people get busy, David.
What is it about the timing right now with
Yeah, yeah,
Glutamist,
yeah,
Kevin Fournier's, and the vision for the company and the
yeah,
people that execute?
yeah. In our Canadian family, so
Yes,
I know,
Canadian.
yeah, in our
I
Canadian
got
family.
them in North America, didn't
Yeah,
I?
yeah, 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 yeah. Timing, so I look at everything as a puzzle, you know what I mean? And,
Mhm.
it's always cliche to say this is the most important. You have to have everything. You have to have a David D'Arcangelo. You have to have a Kevin Fournier, a Stu Finger. You have to have the corporate staff. You have to have a global prosperity pool. You have to have the leaders. You have to have the community. You have to have all those things are out there. You have to have incredible product. I mean, they're all part of the puzzle. But a sliver of the puzzle, which is a crucial part of the puzzle, is timing. I've done this has been my career. This is how I make a living. This is how I support my family. I do this full time for 33 years. And twice in my life, I've been blessed, and I can't take credit for it, but I was at the right place at the right time, at the right circumstance to really catch a wave of something that became unbelievable. And those two things were, I was involved with a company that came out with Himalayan goji juice. Goji hit the world by storm. It became a billion-dollar product. It was unbelievable. Now you can go get goji anywhere. I mean, you can go to a local Whole Food store. You can go online to Amazon. There's probably over 10,000 different manufacturers of goji juice. Same thing, was part of the CBD rush, you know, really was the pioneer when CBD came along, and it just was the perfect timing. Now, even while our CBD is 10x pure and has the A and blows away the competition, and you're wasting, in my opinion, you're wasting your money if you get CBD anywhere else than from CTFO for those who can get it in their country, right? It's a more difficult sale because you're competing against the garbage, and I say that, you know, with all due respect, the inferior, or the product that's not as well that's out there, you know, on the market today. Today, through innovation, through technology, through this nano mist technology, you are part of history. How long that runway is, I don't know, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, but because of CTFO, through this unbelievable, convenient, delicious, affordable, unbelievable, innovative technology, a life-changing game changer in the industry, you're ahead of a trend. Will other companies come out with it? They're crazy not to. Do we have the first movers advantage? Absolutely. What happens when you're part of something? There's a saying, the pioneers become the millionaires.
Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate
Thanks,
that from
buddy.
you. From everybody listening, the timing is really important, and it really matters who you associate with. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, Michael, and we look forward to the next time.
Awesome. Thank you, David.
Thanks, Michael.